Okay, as I attempt to do a quick run on about life, got into high school. I was bored to hell. I one of them guys that was able to pass the test without studying, and unfortunately, I never learned how to study really because it all came so easy. And I remember telling my folks I'd been a good boy and I was gonna maybe be skipping some classes and stuff in my 11th grade year. And by then, I was having girl problems too. I had a couple of them I was crazy, kind of crazy about them both. One went to my high school and was part of the gang of, I don't know, half a dozen sophomore chicks that were pretty popular. And they had lots of parties and stuff for us to go to, and we went to them. I had a lot of fun. But the other one was I met at a dance. Uh, they used to have these dances where my dad worked for Convair. And her and somebody had come. Anyway, she was the top sophomore in a private girls' Catholic school, and she could dance. So anyway, I started getting in trouble. Two women will kill you. Anyway, a couple of us decided we would have a contest to see who could skip the most classes. And as I recall, it was my total was 56 and a quarter. So you can imagine how much education I was getting. I think that included you were allowed to do 3 days before you got expelled, and I'm sure it was three of those days. We just took off, said hell with it. Uh, got in trouble with my dad. Uh, if I remember right, I think it started with Christmas Christmas bulbs. Uh, we found you could, of course, you got to remember we were kind of into explosives anyway, but found you could take a Christmas bulb off a tree and throw it, and when it hit something, it kind of popped pretty loud. So we got in the habit of walking around looking for something to do, and we'd swipe some Christmas bulbs to throw around. And I grabbed this one off this tree, and exact moment I heard an alarm go off in the house, and I thought, oh shit. So I took off running, and I come running by my two buddies saying there was an alarm, get out, go, or something. And I'm leading the way, and I went and hid somewhere, waiting for the other guys to show back up, and one of them showed up and said the other guy got caught. That guy come running out there and snagged Barry, and Barry lived in that neighborhood too, so I knew he's in deep trouble. So I went back, turned myself in, and got Barry off the hook. But boy, cop brought me home, and he said my folks were gone. He said when they come home, you better tell them, because I'm going to call them. I think that was when I got the good ass whipping from the dad, and I basically got told I was too old to whip anymore. I needed to either go into the Army or juvenile hall till I turned 18. So I chose the Army. And as soon as I turned 17, I signed up for airborne and got the hell out of San Diego. Went to Fort Polk, Louisiana, and got my GED, and went through 2 months of shit, toughening right up, really. I think I went in at 135 pounds and come out 2 months later at 166. I think I'll stop here. I never know how big these are. Uh, so now I'm out of basic training, put on a bunch of weight. Life's starting to change.